We have in-depth coverage now on the ongoing battle against ISIS. Yesterday, top U.S. officials said ISIS would likely attempt to direct attacks on the U.S. this year. U.S. intelligence officials say ISIS is the #1 terrorist threat and that violent extremists are currently active in more than 36 countries. Eyewitness News Analyst Lt. General Reginald Centracchio joins us now in studio. General Vincent Stewart testified this week that additional attacks by ISIS will happen in the United States before Christmas. Apparently 40 other countries are a target too. How do you get everybody to share the information?
Probably the hardest task we have is to be able to discern that information that comes from all other countries, make sure we vet it out and determine whether it's credible or not. We've seen over the past several months, much of the information coming across is not real, it's not credible, and therefore you can't act on it. The true challenge is to be able to come up with a system that will allow us to trust other countries and they trust us.
What kind of attacks are we talking about?
You're talking, in my opinion, you'll probably see the next attack in the United States will be a multifaceted attack, ranging from cyber terrorism, perhaps some physical terrorism, and other kinds of terrorism, ranging from just the psychological aspects of getting us to a point where we're totally saturated at one particular point, and then you'll see a significant attack coming on top of that. So that's referred to as a cocktail approach, using multitudes of possibilities as to how they bring terror on the United States.
You know, you're talking about cyber attacks. We saw those robocalls with threats to the local schools, bomb threats, so to speak. That might not be ISIS, but it's still a terrorist attack.
It is, and certainly in my opinion, it is a test to determine where our weaknesses are, how much emphasis we're going to put in, how much resources, and then they'll determine exactly where our weaknesses are and launch a major attack using every one of those facilities.
And quickly, General, the President wants to add more money in the budget for cyber terrorism. You agree with that?
Absolutely. Cyber terrorism is our worst enemy. That will shut this country down instantly if we can't do financial transactions on a day-to-day basis.
All right, the General has more thoughts on our website. Please go to WPRI.com.